Listen to this number. It's estimated that about 1 in 8 men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer in his lifetime. Yet many men avoid getting screened until their cancer reaches an advanced stage, and that's a bad scenario. As we recognize Men's Health Awareness Month, Dr. Scot Ackerman with the Ackerman Cancer Center is joining us to talk about this, and together we can all save lives through early intervention and through awareness. Good morning to you, Doc.
Good morning, Vic.
All right, so that's a startling number right there.
Yes, 1 in 8. It's really startling. It really comes out to about 270,000 men in 2022 will be diagnosed with prostate cancer, and about 35,000 men will die of prostate cancer. It's a low number relative to how many are diagnosed, but still 35,000 men will die of prostate cancer this year.
Sure. And tell me about prostate cancer if it is detected and caught and treated early.
So if prostate cancer is caught early, meaning that it's still contained in the prostate, even high-grade tumors within the prostate, the cure rate is well north of 95%. It's 98% cure rate. It's really very, very high. The problem is that if men aren't screened properly and aren't diagnosed early, they present or they're diagnosed in a stage where it's already beyond the prostate into lymph nodes or bones, and those are the men that ultimately will succumb to their prostate cancer.
Very sad scenario there. Doc, tell me who's most at risk here.
So people that are most at risk, there's certain ethnicities, certain families, lineages that are at risk. So people that are at risk, first of all, if you have a family history of prostate cancer, meaning that your father or uncle or brother has had prostate cancer. If you're African American, Caribbean Islander, those men are also at higher risk. It's a genetic predisposition, if you will. And then thirdly, there's some genetic predispositions that we know of, similar to breast cancer, that make a man at higher risk for prostate cancer, like the BRCA1, BRCA2 we hear about with women with breast cancer. That same BRCA gene would put you at a higher risk for prostate cancer.
Okay, so what are some of the signs that something's not right and you need to go see your doctor right away?
Well, the signs for prostate cancer, unfortunately, are the same signs we have that in men who have enlarged prostates. And the signs that really are related to prostate cancer are those that happen when prostate cancer is a little bit farther along and more severe. But the signs to look at are blood in the urine, signs are change in erectile function, change in urinary habits, maybe more frequency of urination. And again, as I said before, we have those same sort of things just naturally as the prostate cancer enlarges.
And that's why it's not advised to go to Google and to go to the online doctor. You need to actually go and see someone that knows what they're talking about.
Correct. If you have any issues with your urination, any issues with erectile dysfunction, you should see your doctor about that. But more importantly, you should get screened for prostate cancer, because if we're diagnosed prostate cancer before there's a sign or symptom, that's a much better chance of being able to cure the prostate cancer.
All right, Dr. Scot Ackerman with the Ackerman Cancer Center. Appreciate you and your team every day.
Thank you, Vic.